Recording in progress.
Well, good evening, everyone. Okay, there we have no echo now. Welcome to our Monday evening community call. I'm your co-host, Robin, along with Gregory, and we're sitting here next to each other on the couch, so we're trying not to echo. And every Monday night, we get together and we, as a community, we give updates from the company, from our Live Younger community, and we celebrate successes. And we're waiting for Pete Redecop to become a panelist. So Pete, please raise your hand and accept panelists. But until then, we're going to start out. Okay, well, I guess we can start out with Pete. This is really exciting. To become an executive is a very big deal. So we have two people to honor tonight, which I'm thrilled about, both of them, because they have both worked really, really hard. And I'm going to start out and turn things over to the person that made the phone call to us, and that we like to say it's all your fault, Kai Jacobson, to introduce his executive, Pete Redecop. So over to you, Kai. Want to put your camera on?
I'm trying to put it on. It says you cannot start video.
Okay, we saw you before.
Yeah, I turned his camera off and it's not allowing me to turn it back on.
Oh, no. If you invite him to come back on.
Can everybody hear me? Oh, there I am. Okay.
Okay, you're on.
Okay.
Wonderful. Yay.
Well, it's my pleasure to introduce everybody to one of my favorite people in the world, actually, Pete Redecop. And what an amazing man. We've known each other for quite a few years in a lot of situations. And it's just been such a pleasure to work with Pete for all these years, and especially in LifeWave. Gone down to Mexico twice to work with him down there. It's so fun, and him and Hannah. And Pete's just one of those people that just is a natural at recruiting and training and supporting people and building communities. It's just it's a beautiful thing to behold. It's just part of his chemistry in his bones. And I don't think anyone does it with more grace than Pete. And I just feel so honored to be part of his team and the experience. And it's just my honor to introduce Pete. Pete, I'd love you to share with people, one, a little bit about yourself, but also about how you got to executive. I think executive is one of the hardest ranks to reach, just because that's a big gap from 10,000 volume to 50,000. And by the time you get to the 50,000, then you got a team, and the next 50 goes really quick. And so the executive is one of the hardest ranks to reach, I think. So congratulations, Pete. Maybe you can share how you did it and what secrets you have.
Thank you so much, Kai. Really appreciate you as always, my friend. It's been a journey for many, many years. We've been in business together prior to LifeWave, but I want to open up by just thanking each and every one of you and welcoming everyone who took time out of your schedule to be on this live call tonight. And if you're watching this via replay, we appreciate you. Get back to the person that shared the replay with you, and just get involved to whatever level you are comfortable with. So I want to start off by just thanking my sponsor, Kai Jacobson, his partner, Lynette. They have been absolutely amazing. And let's face it, if not for Kai and Lynette, none of us would be here today. And that's including my wonderful mentors and friends, Robin and Gregory Mascari. They have been just solid support with the Live Younger community and everything they provide for us. And they sometimes say, as it is above, it is below. And we have the most dynamic force up above in terms of love, support, and everything that they provide for us to make things possible. Well, my story begins with thanking my wonderful team members, all of them from our leadership team, all of them, Carl Krebs, Jane Clarissa, Judy Friesen, just to name a few, Shelley Bates, brand new manager and director, and just so many excited people in our community today. And one of the things that I really love about my sponsor Kai is the fact that already long before X39 was out, he stayed in touch with me, and he always kept in touch and just sharing things about the patch. And, the answer that I got, or the response I gave to Kai, was KNOW, not NO. There's a very big difference, and some people misinterpret KNOW to NO. Kai didn't. He knew. He kept on staying in touch every 6 months, 3 months, whatever, sharing stories about the amazing patch and what it was doing for him. And I was really excited about that. And my journey began in 2020 with some severe pain from things that I had suffered. And it was a long journey to recovery. And I got to the point in 2020, March of 2020, at the beginning of the COVID lockdowns, where I didn't have any more excuses. I had no reason to say NO anymore. It was time to say KNOW. I need to know more about this product. Started using it, and I'm not standing here before you today to say how great I am. That's not the message you're going to hear today. It was about pain recovery, and that's all it was. And I had no intention of really building a business until I found out the no, KNOW. I found out what this patch could do and what it could potentially do for other people, like people that I love and people that I care about. And of course, I got Hannah involved very early in LifeWave. And you know what? One message that's very clear to me in any profession, and I'm a 32-year veteran, full-time in network marketing. That doesn't make me any better than anyone on this call. But one thing that's real, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Now, if that goes into your head and you apply that daily in your life, and it's not all just up. You have adverse reactions, things that happen, setbacks, you lose your mojo along the way. My story began with some incredible building all the way up to senior director. And then, of course, the country of Nigeria, where I was most focused on, it got bumped off during COVID for whatever reasons. LifeWave was no longer supporting there, so I had to rebuild my business. And I hit that executive level so close. It was so close. I was right there. And boom, gone. Rebuild. You know what? You don't throw away the goal. You always just toss out the date and say, okay, we need to readjust, recalibrate, and we need to go back to work. And then Canada shut down for 9 months. And here we go again. You're going to have setbacks, ladies and gentlemen. You're going to have obstacles that will come to instruct you, but they will never destruct you as long as you have the perseverance, the courage to continue on. And hitting the goal here with the executive, it was a goal that was set years ago already, 3 years ago or more. But you know what really changed in 2024 is my wonderful partner and fiance, Hannah. She looked at Punta Cana and she got so excited about Punta Cana. I hadn't even considered it. To me, I've been on trips all around the world, and for me, it wasn't no big deal if we go or not. But she spelled it out, and she looked at how it could be attainable if we did this and this and this action. So we got really busy by sharing with new people and just embracing them and saying, let's work. We started a series of patching parties, which, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, is an incredible way to build your business. Oh my gosh. The leadership that came out and the new blood that came out during our quest for achieving the Punta Cana trip was simply amazing. And we had people that from all walks of life that were paying attention, that were looking at this and saying, wow, how can I get involved with this at whatever level that they are comfortable with? And that's the message. So we began to bring in new blood. And sometimes, you know what they say, it's easier to give birth than it is to resurrect the dead. And I mean that very professionally and courteously. We have people in our group that just were no longer really with it. They were no longer excited. But we've had people from 4 years ago that have come back to us and said, wow, I see what's happening here. I see what's going on. I want to be a part of this. And we just promoted a brand new manager this week. And this person has been in the business for 3 years, sitting on the fence. And he partnered up with someone out of Regina, Lana, our friend, and just amazing things started happening. But back to my story, 2020, all this pain, all this inflammation, all of the stuff that I couldn't do. A simple bottle of water, to open it up was an impossibility. To take a credit card out of an ATM machine was an impossibility. To start my own vehicle in Belize, Central America, it was an impossibility. Eon and X39 changed my life, changed it drastically. I went from living in a 10 level body of pain to pretty much a 0 or a 1. But the Patching Party Tour, I want to focus on that a little bit, because Robin and Gregory always say success leaves clues. There's big clues here. When we started our quest for getting the points for Punta Cana, and it was fun, it was exciting. We would communicate back and forth with Judy and whoever was in the running, and we were just encouraging each other and supporting each other. And you, of course, had to bring in some new blood, some new people that would upgrade to silver, gold, or diamond. And we continued on that journey. And it was amazing to see those points start racking up. And that, of course, that success in achieving the trip for two to Punta Cana led to the goal of going to executive. We saw incredible growth, like 10 new managers in the last 90 days, and another new director coming up here this week. So we've got some exciting things going on in the business. And it's thanks to an amazing team, an amazing network of dynamic people all around us. And you know what? If you've got a goal and you've set a goal and you haven't hit that target yet, do not get discouraged, because you know what? With a little bit of adjustment and a little bit of perseverance, you can really make this happen for yourself, and major, major things can start to happen for you as well. I'm just so excited to have such a dynamic team of people in our organization, whether it's in Mexico, United States, Canada, Philippines. We're all over the map, but LifeWave is a company unlike any you're ever going to see anywhere on planet Earth, because the timing and what this product does and what we have in terms of support, it is so absolutely amazing. And I'm so blessed to be where I am today. And I'm looking forward to Dallas coming up in October, and Punta Cana, and just so many brand new, amazing relationships. So Robin and Gregory, I really want to thank you for the solid support that you guys always give. And Gregory is committed to the Winnipeg Roadshow. So we're very, very excited to have Gregory here in Winnipeg. Wherever the Roadshow is in Canada, ladies and gentlemen, plug in, come. You will not be disappointed. It's going to be a game changer for you. So I want to thank each and every one of you. And again, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Write that down tonight and take that message out with your people, and everything will change. So thank you again, Robin and Gregory and Kai. Appreciate you all, and all of our team. It's great working with each and every one of you.
I just want to acknowledge you, Pete, because you really had a momentum going. You had not just one country, you had one country spreading. You had an African group that was absolutely exploding. And almost overnight, the horse was shot out from under you. You hit the ground running, and you kept running. And then you start building up the momentum again. And then they shut down Canada. It's like, and you never gave up. The only reason you fail is because you stopped trying. So this is just a huge accomplishment, long overdue. Congratulations, Pete. And it's like Kai said, the next 50 is going to go a lot faster.
Yes.
It's going to be amazing, Gregory. We're going to do it.
Yes.
I'm going to say in the next 6 months, we'll hit the next level. So we're excited about that. So again, thanks for your support.
I love it. Well, I want to say something else about you, Pete, that wasn't said yet. Because when we first met you, I mean, you are definitely an inspiration to people, because you could have given up many times over, but you didn't. You stayed in there, and now we have the best timing in the world with the right company. But when we came to visit you for the first time in Playa del Carmen, you were on your way to Belize, and then the shutdown happened. You got stuck in Playa del Carmen. You didn't know anybody there. You landed in this strange city in Mexico. You're not from Mexico, and you just started walking the beaches and meeting people. And when we came to visit you, it was one of the most amazing collections of people from all over the world. incredible people because you just started sharing because you care. And you built an amazing organization because of it. So we're so proud and thrilled to have you be an executive finally, because I know you've been inching towards it for, you've been focused on it for a long time. And yes, the next 2 levels are going to go a lot faster.
And you know, Robin, I've got a great
Uh-oh,
support
I can't
partner
hear you,
here.
Pete.
Hannah, turn your camera on if you don't mind, or come over here, because she's been absolutely instrumental in support and working with all of these amazing people that are a part of our organization, and even like Shelley Bates and Ralph and Margaret LaRoque, and oh my gosh, the list goes on and on. This girl has been simply amazing. My fiance, I'm so proud of her and what she's doing, supporting, and helping the people. And that's what it takes, ladies and gentlemen. A team, getting a team together, having a support system like Robin and Gregory do. There's so much to learn. And this girl has been dynamic and just helping people from all walks of life. She gives her time unselfishly, and absolutely love her. So it's amazing.
Yes,
Thank
happy
you.
to serve everyone.
Oh, Hannah. Well, I want to say the other part because you guys had quite a few challenges to finally get together. So, Pete, your perseverance has paid off in many ways, in many, many ways. So, congratulations to both of you, and thank you, Hannah. And Pete, you did a beautiful job of, just it is a team sport, and it is an amazing team, and your sponsor is incredible. So, congratulations. All
Thank you
right.
so much. Appreciate you all.
Okay, so now we get to move on to another amazing leader. And this is a woman that actually came to this profession without knowing anything about it, and was brand new and just delved in and became an incredible student. And Dr. Annabell is a gift to our entire community. She's on the Doc Talk every week. She does an incredible job. She just keeps growing and learning. And when I saw that she became a director, I was so happy. And to introduce her this evening is her sponsor, who everybody knows, Dr. Kathy Wong, our dentist, who's involved in our Tuesday night Power of the Patch calls. And we love Dr. Kathy, and we're so thrilled for both of you. So turn it over to you, Kathy.
Well, thank you, Robin. And this is certainly exciting. So good evening to the LifeWave community. I am so excited to go ahead and introduce my friend, Dr. Annabell. We have known each other probably for about, 18 months now, and we have so many things in common. But the one thing that I know is she's a student. She is a hard worker. She's passionate about this business, and hard work pays off. She was so focused on making this deadline so that she could walk the stage at our fall conference. And September 15th was the deadline. At the beginning of the week, she said, "Wish me luck." And I said, "Hey, a lot happens in a week." So sure enough, with just a couple of days to spare, she did it. And I want to introduce this lady, and I want her to share the tips that she has done to go ahead and become our new director.
Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Kathy. It is an honor. Thank you, Gregory. Thank you, Robin. And thank you, everyone, for being with us today. I'm super ecstatic because I did not know about LifeWave. I was introduced to LifeWave by Michael Jaco, and I instantly fell in love because I witnessed the power of the patch right there with my very own mother. And that skyrocketed, and I fell in love with the company. I then became a product of the product, began using the product and saw the results for myself. And that immediately got me super ecstatic. And I said, and I was brainstorming with my husband, Chris, and I said, what do I do? What should I do now? And of course, because he's my favorite sounding board, I introduced myself. I introduced myself to my upline, Jen Allen and Connie Lucas. And oh my gosh, it has been such a blessing. They introduced me to Dr. Kathy, and I love, love, love working with all of them. Dr. Kathy has been so supportive, Jen Allen and Connie Lucas. I felt so exceptionally welcomed, supported. And I love it when Robin says, I was loved on. everybody was so amazing. How could you not fall in love with this amazing community? And just like Dr. Kathy said, and just like Robin said, I know nothing from nothing when I started about relationship marketing. So I became the student, which is not foreign to doctors. We are always students. We're always seeking to learn. And I dove right in. I went on the Live Younger Success. I started with the how to, the steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, started clicking, became a happy clicker, and it was amazing. And so, great thing. Now we have lots and lots of other tools, like we have healthiswealth.biz. And I've been using that as well. So I've been teachable and coachable. I never profess to know everything. I always profess to say I'm learning, because I always love to stay down to earth with everyone. And so I learned what I could, and I learned as fast as I could because I just really wanted to get going. And as I was learning, I was sharing. So I started sharing with family, I started sharing with friends, and it became organic. Like, I really wanted to keep it organic. So it wasn't for the sake of selling, it was for the sake of sharing, because I know what value is in the product and the company, and I couldn't help myself but to share. So I continued to use the team tools. I joined in and participated in the community very regularly. We have so many amazing Zoom calls that we can all join and listen in. And you build that knowledge base, you build that belief in the company and the product, and then you just keep planting. Then you start planting seeds. So I planted seeds. I stay genuine, stay organic, stay helpful, because my goal is to have others achieve the miracles that they are looking for. Help others see that there's more to life than just living in pain. And so you can't help yourself, but you do that. And then once you start planting those seeds, you start watering them, you stay connected with them. And it's not always for the sake of talking about the company or the patches. You stay connected. You talk to them about, how is life going? What is going on? And just be helpful. And that then started my team. I started to acquire team members, and I love my upline. I adore my downline. We are a team. And I started to encourage, as my brand partners began to notice the differences and began to see the benefits of the product, I would then slowly drip and introduce them to the fact that they too can do what I'm doing. They too can share. And then for some, you start as little as introducing to them and saying, you can earn commission to pay for your patches. And you start off small, because then you don't make it seem so intimidating to them. And then you also tell them, join in on the community, because then they too will love the community just as much as I do. And it just happens so organically. I like to say it's like my garden, and I just water it and I watch it grow. And I'm ecstatic to continue to be with this company and to continue to grow for myself, continue to grow for my team, and just continue to learn. And thank you so much for accepting me and welcoming me as much as you all have.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I think, well, Dr. Annabell, I remember the very first time I spoke with you, I had heard about you. I must say, I heard about you from your team, and I thought, I got to call and say hello to this amazing woman. And I thought I could be supportive to you, but you had studied everything. I mean, you are an amazing student, and being a doctor, you're an MD, and it's not, it's a different muscle that I talk about with doctors and experts, and to become a student like you have and do things organically is so beautiful. And you said something to me early on that was really quite touching and difficult at the same time, when you said, I've been in this community for a short period of time, and I've received more love and appreciation than I have in all of my years as a doctor with the company I was with. And it hurt my heart. At the same time, I was so glad that you were with us, that we could love on you. And you're giving it back to your team, and it is a team sport. That's the thread tonight. we don't do this alone. We do it together. And you just keep learning and growing. And we are just thrilled to have you as part of our leadership team. And it's just one of the greatest pleasures is to watch people blossom in front of us. And you're blossoming into a great leader in a new profession and sharing great wisdom. So thank you and congratulations.
Thank you so much, Robin. Thank you so much, everyone, for all the love and support. And let's keep loving and supporting each other.
There you go. There you
Great
go.
job.
Yeah, it was quite amazing when she said that one day, and it really deeply touched me. And that's so much of what we have here is, you know, you've heard me share that Covey quote, the deepest need of the human soul is to be appreciated, acknowledged, affirmed, and understood. And our community does such a beautiful job of that. And I just want to just thank all of you for loving each other. Business cousins, thank you, Helen, and everybody in your team, upline, downline, and everybody. So I'm going to turn things over to Gregory to move things forward on our call and bring up the
Yeah, I'm just gonna add to that. Just follow Michael Jacobs' advice. Stay in the love vibration. To leave your don't mute.
okay.
Okay, good. You know, the key to success is one of the keys to success in life is timing, isn't it? You've probably heard me say in real estate, it's location, location, location. In business, it's timing, timing, timing. And we are so blessed to be at the right time, right place, right company. And some of you may have not seen the newsletter yet. I'm going to share with you this sales graph that we saw a few weeks ago on the monthly SPD call. And Garrett Johnson compiled this, and he gave us permission to share it with all of you. And this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 6-year sales growth from chart from 2019 to 2024. And you can see, you know, 2019, the little red dots. And that's when Robin and I got started, you know, it was getting bigger little by
Well,
little.
started in 18. There was even
Well,
a
yeah,
tinier dot.
Yeah, they didn't even have dots back then. But 2019, January is when X39 launched. And then look at, you know, look what happened in year number 2, 2020, you know, which is kind of the blue. And then 2021 continuing to grow. Then 2022 was a great year. Look at how much we grew in 2022. And then last year, we thought it couldn't get any better. Look at the rising blue line, how much we grew from 2022 to 2023. And I was shocked to hear in that interview that we have listed below from David Schmidt. In that interview, David says that we did over 400 million in 2023, and we're on track to hit 600 million in 2024. That's a 50% growth, ladies and gentlemen. 50%. That's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah. No,
And you guys can hear Gregory okay?
yeah, I'm sure they can.
Okay,
Yeah.
great.
So I just want to share that with you. And we don't know what the numbers are, but I bet each of those lines is 10 million, 20 million, 30 million, 40 million, 50 million. Does that mean in July we might have done $60 million in sales? OMG. Oh my gosh. If we're on track to hit 600 million this year, I bet you each of those lines represents 10 million. So right place, right time, right company. And you know, LifeWave has been one of America and the world's best kept secrets, and the word is getting out. So I encourage everyone to, you know, be diligent, you know, work while you have the light. And this is an opportunity to let people you know, love, and care for, people that are qualified that could use the products or be interested in the business or both, to let them know about us, because they're going to start hearing about us. You know, we had a friend that said that she was having great results with the product, and it was in her doctor's office, and he saw the patch on the back of her neck and said, "Oh, is that LifeWave? Wow! And this is what happened to you?" I'm going to start promoting this more to my clients, So, so the word is getting out. So I just wanted, share this excitement of the sales. And Robin wants to say something about it too.
Yeah, well, the good news is we heard August broke records over July. We're continuing to break records every single month. So a rising tide
Lifts all boats.
lifts all boats, and we're part of the boats
Yep.
being lifted right now. So this is the right time. And use this chart, send it with that interview that we're going to talk about in just a minute, to people that you love and care about, that you'd love to share this journey with. So we'll move on to the next.
Yeah. So, and we've had it up here for a couple weeks, so we probably won't have it there anymore in the newsletters. But this is such a good interview. If you haven't watched it, I have a very good friend, a AA networker that's been kind of sitting on the fence.
He's a AAA.
He's a AAA networker. Been sitting on the fence for several years, has a spot, but isn't really doing anything. I sent this video to him, and he called me back the next day and says, I was talking with my wife, and maybe we should, start getting more active in LifeWave. And that could happen to you too. So, talk with people and, look at the smile on their faces, Michael and David and Jason. These are three global thinkers. And Jason talks about ethical capitalism. And by God's grace, I believe network marketing properly done is one of the most ethical forms of ethical capitalism. And David is so committed to it. And in this interview, he says he's never going to change channels of distribution. He loves us like we love him. And Michael Jaco, he's just happy as a pig in mud.
And Michael has been on the most elite teams in the world. And he thinks LifeWave is better than all of them.
Yeah.
He just loves who we are, what we're about. I was privileged to be on the call when he first met David, and there was this beautiful mutual professional respect. And now they've come to know each other, they even know some of the same generals, but we're on the same team and we're going amazing places. And there's this esprit de corps that we have that is, there's nothing like it. And we're so blessed.
We are very blessed because we're changing the trajectories, we like say, of people's health and their wealth. So welcome to LifeWave. So I do want to again mention coming up in a little over a couple of weeks, I guess, 2 Saturdays from now in Southern California, Mission Viejo. There's a big major event. So it's all in here in the newsletter. And if you're interested, check it out and click on the link to register. And then Be the Light. Robin, do you want to talk about the conference coming up?
Oh my gosh. This is our time where we get to be together. And when we first heard it was called Be the Light. Well, David has so many surprises for us, and we're starting to get little inklings of things, but not details. So we don't have anything to share other than they are pulling out all of the stops. And we are going to be in awe of what is happening at that convention. They're calling it a conference. So I want to make sure I say it properly. So it is a conference. There will be a lot of people there, and we will find out in the next few days a few more details that we'll probably be able to share with you because we're going to be in Utah. But if you are not coming live, please make sure that you get your virtual ticket, even if you're going to a watch party, because you're going to want to have the replays available, and they'll be available for several weeks. So we do have that website for people that are still wanting to transfer, change, get roommates, live younger events. We'll get to that in just a minute. For people that, there it is right there, live younger events. Thank you, Liz. If you're not able to go, or you want a ticket, or you've got a new teammate that wants to go, there's still some tickets through other people. So
and there's no scalping going on, is the good news, right?
Yeah. People are being really generous.
And I just wanted to add to that. If you have a ticket or you don't have a ticket, the focus needs to begin going towards everyone that doesn't have a ticket, sign up virtually. Whether they're out in the middle of the woods and going to sit there alone and watch it on their smartphone, or they're in the middle of a large community and they can, put it up on the big screen at the library community room. And we'll be talking more and more about the whole concept of watch parties, and this is the perfect time for do it. So, but we do encourage everyone that doesn't have an on-site ticket to get a virtual ticket. And I encourage everyone of you to make sure everyone on your team has a virtual ticket.
And the deadline was yesterday to become recognized at the October conference. So congratulations, Dr. Annabelle and Pete. You will be formally recognized at the conference.
Oh, I'll
And
look at
they got there under the deadline. So we're thrilled about that too.
Okay, so let's move on. We don't have much else. These things are always on the newsletter. Let people know about patchingparty.com. And we'll be adding some tools there for the watch party. So you can go to liveyoungerpatchingparty.com and start getting the mindset and making some preparations for watch parties. And there's some cool tools that you might want to order for guests that come to your watch parties and to your to the watch parties and to your patching parties.
And tomorrow night, the Power of the Patch Showcase, every Tuesday night. This is a great event to bring your guests. Invite your team, but invite your guests, because every week we have a special practitioner. Gregory does an amazing presentation, and we're having great success with that vehicle. And tomorrow night we have Michelle Niels hosting Anne Moreau. Everyone's fabulous. We love them all and always in for a treat. So that's tomorrow night at 6 p.m. Pacific on Live Younger Zoom, same channel as tonight.
And replays of all of these calls, except the Sunday night call, are available on liveyoungeryoutube.com. So if you can't catch the calls live, they're available for downloading and listening at your leisure.
And last night on Doc Talk, they maxed out the lines at 500 people. So if you want to get on that call, there's talk about expanding the lines, and that'll probably happen soon. But right now, if you want to make sure you get on early.
All right. Well, I think that pretty much brings things in for a landing here. Any final comments or suggestions, Robin?
Well, I just want to say how excited I am, because we're on a plane at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we're going to Utah, and we are going to get to see the office and meet a lot of people that we haven't met, but we've talked to, and we get to be part of the ribbon cutting for the Welcome Center. So I'm personally really, really excited, mostly because it feels to me like I'll be able to see a little bit through David's eyes of what the future looks like. And we have a very, very bright future with his amazing invention. So we're going to be effusively sharing upon return, and excited for next Monday's call to share with you.
All
Where
right.
are we going to be next Monday?
Next Monday, we're going to be right here.
We are?
home at home.
Home for a little bit.
Yep. All
before
right.
we leave again.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, everybody. Again, congratulations to Pete and Dr. Annabelle. Thank you, Kai and Dr. Kathy, for hosting them so beautifully and loving them so much. And it is a relationship business first and foremost. And we are so blessed to have amazing people to share this journey with. Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
See you
Mwah.
all.
Love to all.